In this video, I'm going to be going over the truth about religion and why it's actually not what you think. So let's just jump right into it. Yo, what is good everybody? It's your boy Noah, back again with another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality, aka Noah's Ark. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I wanted to come on here for you guys and make this video because I was actually inspired from the YouTube channel Astro Finesse, and I was watching one of his videos. Shout out to you if you are watching this, but I wanted to make a video because he was talking about, you know, he's a big astrology person. He was talking about moon signs and stuff like that, and I was watching one of his videos and he was talking about how your moon sign can relate to kind of your parents, and like how your parents might be religious based off of your moon sign, stuff like that. He started talking about religion, but he didn't get too into it, and then it inspired me to make this video for you guys today because I wanted to go over the truth about religion, what I actually feel about religion, and why it's actually not what you think. I do want to put a disclaimer in this video that this is only my opinion, so if you do not agree with me, that is 100% okay, and if you do agree with me, that is great as well. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. This is only my opinion. I'm not saying that it's fact. This is only my truth, and so this is how I see this perspective. So keep that in mind while you're watching this video, but wanted to get right into it because I feel like religion is something that is it can be very necessary for certain people. I do still think it holds value in a lot of people's lives, but I do think that it's also fading in a way, and I'm gonna get into that here in a little bit, but you know, it's definitely necessary for people, right? I think that if you are someone of religious practices and you do believe in religion, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not one of those people who is against religion. I am against a few of the concepts of overall religion, but I'm not against religion as a whole. You know, I do feel like it can benefit people, and I think that if you are religious, you know, you don't have to feel bad for what I'm about to say about religion. But I do think that there is a lot of limitations when we speak about religion and religious beliefs and religious practices in general. I think that there's a lot of limitations that a lot of religions put on other people in terms of creative expression, right? In terms of being authentic to yourselves, right? Of being very, very much so true to who you are. I think that religion can block a lot of that in terms of us being able to express our creativity and us being able to authentically express ourselves, because we are following a lot of very strict rules within certain religions. And I think that overall, you know, religion, it's becoming less and less necessary for people, because we have to understand that there is not going to be one certain religion, or there's not going to be one certain organization that is going to be able to allow you to create the life that you want to, right? And that's what's important when we understand religion, is understanding that religion might be necessary for some people and it might benefit some people, but you have to understand if it works out for you or not. You know, if you're someone who goes to church, right, just because you feel like you have to, if you're somebody that goes to church who doesn't really desire it that much, who doesn't really enjoy it, it's probably something that isn't for you, right? And I can say this personally because I grew up in a Christian Science household, which, if you're unfamiliar with Christian Science, it was actually founded by Mary Baker Eddy. It's a branch of Christianity, pretty much, in short. And my family, they grew me up to go to the church and stuff like that, so I'm used to going to church. And, you know, I can tell you from personal experience that I never really related to it that much. I just feel like there was too many limitations when it comes to the church. You know, I was very fortunate and I was blessed because I was able to go into a church where the people were always really cool, they were always really kind. You know, there's obviously a couple bad eggs, but there's always bad eggs in certain groups, right? And so me being able to experience that first time, it allowed me to gain a perspective of not resonating with it, you know, and it made me feel like I couldn't authentically be myself, and I couldn't authentically express myself just because of the rule set that there is, and that goes with organized religion as a whole. And I feel like this can just limit your creative abilities, like I was talking about before. It can allow you to not be yourself, you know, and to suppress a lot of feelings that you have about certain subjects because you don't want to break any rules. And that's where I feel like religion can become a problem, you know, for a lot of people, because I think that it's important to, you know, reign true to yourself, you know, be yourself. We have to understand that we are the ones who are able to create the reality that we want to. And no organized religion, no specific group, right? No one person, no one pastor is going to be able to allow you to change your life, you know, and allow you to be authentically yourself. No one's gonna be able to do that for you, right? We have to be able to do that by ourselves, you know. And if you use religion as a tool to get you there, then that's great. But for a lot of us, we have to understand that it's not necessary. A lot of organized religion, they use a lot of fear-based tactics when they speak of God. There's a lot of religions that have very strict rule sets when it comes to God and how we're supposed to perceive God, right? There's a lot of religious organizations that use fear-based tactics. It might not be your church or your religion, but there's a lot of religions that I've heard of, who I've known, people who've been a part of, who have very strict values when it comes to God. And they have very limiting beliefs, I feel like, when it comes to God, because God is omnipresent. God is in everything. God is in everyone, right? And a lot of the times with organized religion, they make it to where you have to fear this entity, right? You have to fear this deity that is God. And I don't really agree with that. You know, I think that God isn't fearful, rather fearless, right? God is a manifestation of each and every single one of us, right? That is why I like to say, you know, God is in each and every one of us. And that's truly what I believe. And I think we need to start stepping away from religion, and we need to start moving into a little bit more spirituality, right? And a little bit more of kind of developing our own belief systems in order to navigate through this world that we call, this universe that we call life. And a lot of the times you're not going to get there with religion, and that is why it is so limiting. Because when you have a lot of religious organizations practicing to fear God, it puts you in a fear-based mindset, you know, because you're going to be constantly thinking, whenever you're out in public or you're out having fun or you're in your career or whatever it is that you're doing, you're always constantly going to be thinking about, man, I don't want to fuck up, you know, I don't want to do something that could disobey the word of God, right? When in reality, God is an aspect of you, right? You can view yourself as God. God is a part of each and every single one of us. And I think that's the beauty of kind of stepping away from religion and going a little bit into more of a spirituality based system. Because spirituality, there's a meme that I saw where there was like a fishbowl and there was a fish in it, and there was a fish inside of the fishbowl, and then there was like a pool, right, that was just super open, and there was a fish inside there and a fish inside of the fishbowl, and then it said religion, and it showed like the fishbowl, and then on the other side it was like spirituality, which was like the pool of you know, the fish being able to go wherever it wants to and kind of just be free, right? And that's kind of what spirituality is. It allows you to develop your own belief systems. It allows you to go walk your own path, right? Instead of following so heavily a rule-based, you know, religion and organized religion as a whole. God, the universe, higher power, your higher self, whatever you want to call this entity that creates life, you know, without the creator, there is no creation, right? And so that is what we have to understand when we are kind of stepping away from religion and stepping more into spirituality as a whole, is understanding that we are the creators of this reality, you know, and it's not just limited to you, it's unlimited, meaning to everybody. That's kind of the mindset that we need to step into when we want to create the life of our dreams, and we want to create a life that is full of success and full of prosperity and full of love and just peace, right? Because who doesn't want to live a life like that? I know I do. And so that is why I feel like it's important to just be aware of religion as a whole and how it could be a detriment to you, because I truly feel like it could be a detriment to a lot of people. And I do feel like as a society, we are kind of stepping away from religion, and that is because we are entering the age of Aquarius, which is the age of information. You know, a lot of people are starting to kind of be on their own, right? When we think of Aquarius as a whole, if you're into astrology, it is the water bearer, the bearer of information, right? That is what the image represents, and it also represents free thinkers, right? Free thinking. We're starting to be able to think for ourselves. Aquarius is also a very detached sign, right? So that's why you see a lot of the polyamory that's going on in today's society, because we are stepping into a new age, which is Aquarius. And the Aquarian is someone who is very detached from relationships, very detached from certain events, right? It's a sign that does its own thing, you know, and it can't be tied down. And a lot of us are starting to step into that energy because we are moving out of the age of Pisces, which Pisces is actually the most religious sign. And that is why organized religion has become so powerful within today's society, and we've seen it so much recently within the past few hundred years, is because that was all that everybody knew. All that everybody knew was religion, right? Spirituality is kind of something where you have to really dig deep. You know, it's not something where you can just, you follow a set of rules. It's something where you have to tap into your soul, right? You have to do shadow work. You have to be able to pull some of the dark stuff to the surface in order to grow and heal, you know. And that's the power in spirituality, and that's why I feel like it's important as we're entering this new age to understand that people are becoming a lot more free thinkers, right? People are starting to be able to develop their own belief systems, and this is why it is huge and important for us to understand that, you know, religion isn't going to be serving us for very much longer, unless obviously it's something that you are interested in, like I said at the beginning of the video. But I do truly believe that it's important for us to tap into, you know, our spiritual side, you know, tap into spirituality as a whole, right? Tap in with yourself. What is something that you are very passionate about, right? Disregard what everyone else says. Disregard what the church says. What do you feel about your life? You know, what do you want to pursue in your life? What's something that you want to change within your life? These are all huge questions when we speak about living the life that we want to, is stepping into our own ideas instead of ideas of the church. And this is what is powerful with religion, and this is what is the truth about religion, because religion is something that is, it's a man-made construct, you know, kind of like time in a way. Time is a man-made construct. Time exists, but in reality it doesn't exist, because the only thing that exists really is the present moment. And that is what is important when we speak about religion and kind of the truth about religion, because we have to understand our role in this field of spirituality and just on this universe in general. Overall, you know, spirituality is very limitless, and as we enter this age of Aquarius, we can start to understand that we do have the power to be able to change our own lives, right? We have the power to be able to develop technology which is going to overall benefit the universe and planet Earth. And so I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys really learned something. I hope you guys gained some type of value or wisdom. I want to give a quick shout out to each and every one of you guys, because the amount of support that I've seen on my page recently has been amazing. You know, it's only been 4 years on YouTube, but it really hasn't felt like that. It already feels like 4 years, I should say, but just wanted to give a quick shout out to each and every one of you guys, because the engagement has been amazing. It's been my best year on YouTube, and I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you guys, and it truly makes me feel good that I can come on here and inspire each and every one of you guys to live the life of your dreams by awakening to your true abilities for a living. And so for that, I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate it. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you have any future recommendations for videos that you want me to talk about, make sure to leave them in the comment box below. If you want to check out my music page where I've uploaded a few covers with my brother, make sure to click that link in the description as well. And if you want to get a mini birthday reading, what your birthday tells about you, make sure to comment in the description or send me a DM. I'm selling birthday readings now, where you can send me your birthday and I'll tell you a little bit about your personality, what your life path is, what that means, how you can use this to gain awareness of yourself, and how you can start to live a better life for yourself. And so if you're interested in that, DM me or send me a message. But with all that being said, my friends, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.